come join me as I make 2 different spreads in my catch-all. And if you would like to see how it all comes together, keep it locked right here. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. This is for the last week of April, and I thought I will bring in some April showers because I never got to do one. And I have this sticker book from Priya'screativeplans. I'm not an affiliate, but I will link the shop anyway. And this comes with pre-made clusters, a lot of things that are quite functional and decorative. So I thought this needed another use because I've used the sticker book a lot, but not this one. And I also have some distress oxides that I will be making some actual rain clouds and stormy skies out of. And I have some functional books from Mojo Plans, and my code Priya10 earns you 10% off at Mojo Plans, Live Love Posh, and Planything, where most of the washi tapes are from. And I'll have all the shops and all the sticker books linked. I did pull these out. These were from the Neutral Edit box, and these sticker books are individually available. And I'm not sure I quite pulled anything from here, but I still had it handy. There were some colors that could go well here. And this was the same sticker book I used for the Mother's Day, and it was this collection in the front. And that video is already up, and I may also use some of these functional elements. So this is the week, and let's get started. I will get my brushes ready, and I have a full tutorial if you are keen on starting with these fun elements. And I have to have my baby wipe handy just so that my surface and my table can be mess free. And just make sure that you wipe your hand dry because these inks are water reactive, and it will be a mess if you have water in your fingertips. So I'm just getting started with some inks here. And please check out the tutorial. I have linked the step-by-step instructions. I'm just going and creating like a touch of the sky and the whole blue color just around the edges and a bit at the bottom also. And I think I needed some more here. And this is the salty ocean, which works for the sky, the ocean. And this is the chartered mariner, I believe. I'll link all the colors and everything. And this is more like a darker tone. And the blend is quite helpful, and the color, and this is the stormy sky, which really gives a stormy sky look. You see what I mean? A really stormy cloud. And I did go ahead and add a bit more at the top, just blending it all in. And you will have some really dark patches, but that's fine. That's how the sky is at times. And I'm going to have some of the stormy sky at the bottom also, just creating the illusion of some puddles. And this is the fun way you can have some extra color or some extra scenes if you want for all the seasonal stuff, because the same colors could work for the fall sky. If you're on the southern hemisphere, you will be getting ready for your winter months. And yeah, fall is kind of the dark, rainy look that is typically expected. And you see how those raindrops, that big strip, it has 2 pages luckily, so I'm just covering up the top portion, and there will be a part in the middle with no such drops, but I think I will bring in some of these clouds, and these really go well with what we have going on, and I do not want to have sharp edges or straight edges, if you can see. So this kind of hides all those and gives it an illusion of somewhat of a cloudy sky, and then some clouds are just hidden above the surface you see. And these distress oxides, if you have seen me use it every season, I try to bring in at least a couple of spreads every month, in fact. And I'm sprinkling in those grass, and that is kind of an illusion I'm creating, like a pond or a stream, and these small patches of grass and flowers, all of those can be visible even after you have the puddles, right? So that's kind of the scene I'm going for. And I will also come and add these boxes. And if you are looking for a good storage solution for your stickers, I will link the Mojo Jojo Plans shop down below. And she did come out with the storage solution for the 5x7 sticker sheets lately. I'm not sure what will be available, but please make sure you check that out. And let's make like a small house, small, what do we call it? It's like, it is definitely a functional space, but I thought it looked more like a birdhouse or some flower arrangement. And this, I wanted to kind of use the washi tape to build something here. And this is the small booklet I had made using some used sticker sheets, and I have that DIY project linked as well. So you see how I'm bringing that in, and I will come and later add a couple of flowers to it, giving it a bit more of a fuller feel. And I'm going with something similar like this on the right side, and I'm switching the box to the other orientation. And this is meant to be like a functional and yet decorative box, so that we have, it's a bit off centered, so decided to do it another time. And you see how you can bring in the washi tapes for some fun effects, just whiting that small space at the corner. And that will be the box. And now let's continue. And let me know if you use the washi tapes in more ways than just as a washi tape. So I'm using some of those fillers just to pretend as if it's something else. Why not, right? And there are these smaller elements which can be used. And I'm bringing in the pre-made cluster now because I did not have much time for this spread. And I like to kind of prep my week ahead, at least on a Tuesday and no later than Wednesday on the prior week. So let me know when you prep your week spreads. Some people just do it on Sunday because sometimes it's just not practical for me. So I prefer to have it prepped ahead of time, and just layering some of those boxes now. And there are lots more elements that I would have loved to bring in. But as you can see, this is a big happy planner, a big vertical layout. And this is comparatively, it has more room. And I do use it a lot, so that's why I go for the big. Classic size, a bit smaller than this, is kind of the most popular size, but I'm not sure. I feel it's just too small for what I need in my life, so that's why I ended up, I've always used a big. And did you check out the spring release from Happy Planner? There are lots of fun planners, lots of new items, new layouts, new covers, and even there is an interesting parenting layout. Did you get to try it? Please let me know in the comments. And their back to school release, the sneaks will be coming on the 13th of May, 12 p.m. Pacific. And I believe the release is on the 15th. I will have all those information down in the description if you want to check it out. And my affiliate link with Happy Planner is always in the description. I would really, really, really appreciate all the support and bringing in these older dates in black. And yeah, I think I go for the Mojo Jojo plans dated after this because it needed something with a white background. So we will get to this one. And if you like these kind of videos, please make it a point to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos. And once I'm done, please let me know which of these spreads you like more. And if you did something similar in your spreads lately. And this was a very popular sticker book. And sadly, these things do get sold out. But if you're really keen, just make sure that you are on kind of the buy, sell, and trade WhatsApp groups, not WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. There are tons of people selling their stuff. And these quotes from Amber Plans a Day, I think I've used up pretty much all the seasonal ones. So this one totally made sense. And I thought I will bring another one related to the storm and this being strong. And bringing in these functional words from the Functionally Noir. And just had that at the sidebar. And I think that is pretty much it. And I do come and add a couple more additional items just to fill some of the space. And let me know if you would like to see me do how I actually use my planners throughout the week. I do that frequently. I do that occasionally. You see how I'm coming in adding some deco to the boxes just to make it look a bit more prettier. And let's add some stencil lines in fact. And I'm using my Rytec 0.7 mm. And I'm not sure if a lot of people like this kind of thickness, but I am heavy-handed and I do need a fairly dark pen. So I always go for the 0.7 mm. And let me know in the comments which your ideal pen size is. I know a lot of people prefer the 0.5. And I think with that one sticker, we should pretty much be done. And let me know what you think. And I will come and add some more of those washi tapes. Just some small strips here and there, just ripping it organically just so that there can be some pop of color without compromising too much on the functional space. And this is, yeah, do you rip the washi? I think for a while we all believed that ripping paper is kind of a no-no. But lately, I think I've been ripping washi quite a lot. And that is, I think, a good rainy day spread. And on to the next one. And this time, I'm going for the Endangered Species Day. And this will be the third Friday of May. And this time, it's going to be on May 16th. So I have this animal sticker book. And I will share my Skinny Classic spread that video should be out already. And I'm going with some of these alphabets also. And these sticker books from Planything are kind of, yeah, this is the spread Skinny Classic. And this is one of the restocks happening from Planything. And she does not do frequent restocks. So please make sure you are checking out the shop ASAP. And I have these film strips, which these are washi tapes, in fact, and I will have 2 strips like so, and that's from Journal C, along with the small scissors that you see me use. And that is kind of where I'm going with it. And I do want to write something. Usually I go for something like Save the Endangered or something, but this time I'm going for a better quote, because this is the Amur leopard, and this is native to Southeast Russia and some parts of Korea and China. And it's critically endangered. If you look up the list of the World Wildlife Fund or the endangered species, they come out with lists counting the number of living animals in that species. And this one is, yeah, this was just giving a hard time, but usually it comes off quite easily, and I just kept poking myself, so that's why I had to take out my cutting mat. And you see the direction I'm going with here, and I'm going to be adding the small cub. And this, I think, is there are less than 100 of them living in the wild as per the latest stats. So I thought I will go for this theme again, and I'm going with this washi strip on the other side. And this time also I did poke myself. Ouch. Yeah, let me know if you have done something for the Endangered Species Day. And I could have trimmed around the film strip, and I did use it functionally and decoratively in my journals, but this time I decided to kind of go a different route. And I also have a journal spread coming. I'm not sure if it is out. It may be. I will have that video linked. It is up on my channel. I will link it in the description. And that was a different way of using up these washi strips. And I did use it in my journal earlier. And I thought these were really reminiscent of their natural habitats. They live in the pine forests, and again, the loss of habitat, I think, is a major reason for these species going extinct. And I'm trying to see how I can bring those strips together without too much of a color difference. And yeah, just taking it off carefully, and I will be kind of joining it there, if you can see. And let's cut right there, and I will have that washi cutter which works as a ruler also. And that's my ceramic knife, the Fiskars one. And yeah, I just don't trust myself, because I feel that I will cut through the paper. So that is why I decided to kind of put it like so. And the cutting mat, it gives me that confidence. Even if it is cut uneven, it will still be okay, because I have the backing. And I'm just trying to see how I can place it. And sometimes you just need to play around with it. And with some of these larger stickers, it is a struggle. Do you struggle with such tasks, or is it just me? Because I personally, with such big stickers, I just cannot seem to have it lay down straight. Yeah, that looks better. I think I like that better. So that's the winter allure from Live Love Posh. And this is the black alphabet. And let's just take out all the alphabets we need for our phrase. So now that we have all those letters, let's just start putting it down. It says before it's too late. That's all I wanted to write, and less than 100 of them left. So that's what I'm going to spell. Less than 100 left. And this is the Amur leopard. I will have all the details, the Wikipedia page linked below if you are keen on finding more about them. And I somehow find that animals are more lovable. I mean, you don't want to be right next to a leopard, but yeah, making sure that they survive, I think that's key, and we need to do our part. So every year I do at least one spread using the theme, and it gets really different each time. And every year they come out with lists as to what the actual numbers are, and I think it does make a lot of difference. I'm using my Muji pen to, not the Muji, the Pigma Micron pen, to highlight the number 100, and I think that's good enough. And let's now decorate the rest of the space, and I will keep it very minimal because we have already used up the space a lot. And this is one of the washi tapes from Live Love Posh. This was from a while back. I'm not sure if it is still available, but I will try and link something similar. And those washi tapes actually make a statement, and it really makes everything else pop. And I'm using the thinner washi tapes from Live Love Posh, and going with some black and white. And this was part of the rainbow collection, the purple one, and the black and white one as part of the black and white washi set. It's a perfect size, perfect and thin, and just a nice pop of color just for the space you need. And I'm also bringing in these pine trees, and I know this is like a wintry kind of theme, but I thought it went well with what we have going on. And as for me, I personally love winter, so another excuse to bring in these fun stickers. I'm all for it. Let me know in the comments which is your favorite season, and what your favorite thing about the season is. And I'm going to be adding some more of the headers and some of the bullet points, all of those that are part of the sticker books that are coming out lately. And I'm going to be adding some lines again, adding them on the alternate boxes, and that's all I'm going for, because we have pretty much the whole bottom section for function. And I can always come and add boxes or just write my plans down for the rest of the days depending on the space we have. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if they don't quite make YouTube videos. And I'm going to be using some clustering, some layering for some additional function. And please let me know which of these spreads you like more. And throwing in a bit of the washi tapes. And I will come and add some dates now. And going back to the sticker book. And I think I will go for, let me just make sure I have the correct dates. And 16th is the Endangered Species Day. And that's pretty much a very simple dating at the top. And I also need a May to go right there. And I think if you are somebody who's looking for a good dating stickers, it's either this one, which I'm afraid is sold out. So the Functionally Noir from Live Love Posh will be your best bet. There are multiple fonts, multiple sizes, and please make sure you grab it before it sells out. And I will be adding a couple more elements before I can call it a spread. And adding one flag. And if you like today's video, please make it a point to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you can be notified every time I have a video out. And please check out the other videos I mentioned along with all the shops and codes and everything. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.